Hey, good morning, everyone. Yeah, I got my stick in my hand right now. We're walking through my kitchen, and we're going to get into this kitchen this morning, and we're going to introduce spice into this new dog food slowly. So come along with me, because it's much more fun if I'm with you guys doing my chores in my house. So let me turn you around and let's get busy on it. Okay, first things first, let's get me a cup of coffee made, all right? And then we'll tear into this, okay? So here's this bowl that I'm gonna use this morning. All right, so you guys know I love coffee, and during the winter months, I drink a lot of hot liquids instead of cold liquids. And so, here we go. We're gonna do that. A little cream, half and half. Half and half in there, not much. And then the coffee. And yesterday, I made some cookies, and it called for egg yolks. So it called for 1 egg yolk. So I have an egg white left over, and what I'm gonna do is, we're not gonna let the egg white go to waste. I am going to make breakfast this morning and make scrambled eggs, and I'm gonna add that egg white in to my scrambled eggs this morning. And I think I'll probably make me like an egg sandwich or something with the scrambled eggs. But that's some of the plans that I have with you. You're gonna come along with me. All right, so I got my coffee. I'm ready. Now, this coffee that I'm drinking this morning is the coffee I got from the food bank probably a month or 2 ago, and it's called Mentalist, and I put it in my coffee canister back there in the back. But anyway, so here's how I'm going to introduce him to this food. We're going to take it slowly. And so I'm going to give him his old food. Just like I was doing before. About 1/3 of the can. Okay. And then I'm going to take this, put it in the refrigerator. And I'm going to get the new one out. Which I hope is thawed by now, because I don't want to give him anything. It's cool in the house, so I don't want to give him anything cold, to give him a chill. But this little container is pretty cute, all right, for sure. It's kind of cute. I'm glad it came with it. And Lord, it's still frozen a little bit, all right, but we're gonna go ahead and go with it. So let me we're gonna cut the top off of the dog food like this. Spice is already under me because I think he has a note. And then we're going to somehow get this out of here. Let me make sure this is in the picture, all right? Somehow we're going to get this out of here. Well, maybe just a little bit off of the top is what we'll do. There we go. And all I want to do think I'm just going to take a little bit off the top here that is thawed out, and the rest of it I'm going to leave out and let it thaw. Okay, and we're going to take this, and we're going to, this is way denser than this. You can see how dense this is. And we're just going to add a little bit into this, the newer stuff into the older stuff. And just like that, we are going to introduce him into the new dog food. Okay. There are several ways that we can do this, okay? And so right now what I'm going to do is just kind of give him a little sample of it. Okay? And we're going to see how it works. So I'm going to turn this around, back you up so you can see him. All right, and we're going to see how he does with this new dog food. There you go. Same location. Oh, there you go. I want y'all to see how well he does. See how he likes the new flavors introduced. He is enjoying it. Y'all have seen some days where he just takes 1 or 2 bites and then he's done. So we're gonna see. While y'all watch him eat, I'm going to prepare for my breakfast. Okay. And I'll bring you guys over. I'll bring you guys over and show you me cooking my breakfast this morning. Okay, I'll put a little oil in this pan. And basically what I'm going to do in my pan is 1 egg and that egg white is what I'm going to do. Y'all tell me, how's he doing? I like it when I'm going. I hear him, he's still eating. Y'all, he's scooching that bowl. Y'all see that? He is licking every drop of that off. So flavor-wise, he is liking it. Now the difference between the dog food in the can and the dog food from Farmer's Dog is I've got to wash his bowl every time. And the reason is because it's real food. All right, I'll bring you back. I took spice outside and didn't realize that I had my eggs on the stove. That's the thing with old people, that we forget things like this. So let me wash my hands real quick because I was outside. And let's get back to this cooking really quick. Oh, I burned my food. All right. Yeah, well, I was gonna make it scrambled, but it's not, and it's gonna be crispy, which is fine with me. I don't mind crispy. We aren't gonna waste it. Okay, we aren't. And a little salt. Not much, just You see that? Just a little bit, not much. Okay. All right, I'm gonna turn the burner off. Residual heat. We'll finish cooking that. I am going to, since it turned out that way, I am going to do it this way. All right, we're gonna toss a piece of sliced cheese on there and let the residual heat melt that cheese a little bit. And then I'm gonna pull it out. So that's pretty much just, you know, an egg with extra egg white is pretty much what that is. All right. And then I pulled out hamburger bun because that's what I have. And so it is all about using what you have. In my opinion, in my videos, that's what it's about, is using what you have. So a couple of weeks ago, we got these hamburger buns. And so I had them in the freezer, pulled them out, and we're going to eat on these for a while. Right. Let me pull that out before it absorbs way too much oil. Okay. I'm just going to pull it out and put it on the plate right here. Right. There we go. And then once the toast gets done, then I'll put the sandwich together and bring you guys back. I'm back and there it is. You guys meet me in my office while I eat my breakfast sandwich and get to work on answering comments. Before we do that, we're gonna stop here and I'm gonna show you some of the gifts that I got. All right, this one is not, but these, I want y'all to take a look at these. It says, hello winter, warm winter wishes. It's the season to sparkle. Y'all see this? This was a set of 6. Let it snow. And so these I'm going to be using during the month of January, but I'm not done yet, okay? Give me a second. Let me go get it. All right. You guys. You guys have been so good to me. Hold on, let me show you. So this is going to be my winter collection for January. But you guys went above and beyond. Look at this. This says Merry Christmas, and it's the truck, okay? Merry Christmas, Snowman. Santa Claus with Merry Christmas. Noel. A winter house scene, and another winter house scene with a Christmas tree. But not done yet. Y'all just send me another collection. And I don't know who they came from because it didn't say. Okay. It says, oh, Christmas trees on this one. There we go. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. A deer with Merry Christmas. And a snowman with Let It Snow. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Now, let's meet in my office. All right, I'm back. And I have my breakfast with me here this morning. And so, you guys, I love breakfast sandwiches. I do. And one of the things that I love about breakfast sandwiches is when I was working before I retired. Let me chew this first. Before I retired, when I was working, I used to stop and get breakfast sandwiches on a regular basis because it was quick and easy. And it was cheap. Back then, I could get a breakfast sandwich for $1. And so, you can't do that now. Let me show you one. I got this in the mail. And it's from Jack in the Box. And it's the coupons. Okay? So, I noticed one of their coupons. Now, I used to be able to get a breakfast sandwich for $1 without any coupons, no specials. Okay? Now, they have a breakfast sandwich special, 2 for $4. So, that's $2 a piece. I'm looking at that going, is that a good price? I probably spent less than 50 cents on my breakfast sandwich, making it here at the house. And it's pretty much the same thing as this. Pretty much the same thing. The only thing is missing the sausage. Okay? So, I started asking myself, these things look good, and these coupons look great, and if, you know, you are not in a challenge like I am right now of, you know, pinching my pennies, then maybe this is, you know, the way to go for you. Back when I was working really, really hard, because as a teacher, people, I'm telling you that just because classes start at 8 o'clock and end at 3 o'clock doesn't mean that our workday ends. It doesn't, as a teacher. I was up at school at between 7 and 7:30 in the morning, already having children show up an hour before class starts. And you can't just leave kids out in the parking lot. You can't. As administrators, as teachers, you can't do that. Parents were dropping their kids off at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, special needs kids, in the schools that I was working. Trying to get themselves to work. And oftentimes, they would not be there. Some, not all. Some parents would not be there at 3 o'clock or 3:30 when dismissal, depending on the year and their schedule. Okay, sometimes it was 3 o'clock, sometimes it was 3:30. They wouldn't be there. Oftentimes my students were on the bus and I had to wait for the bus to get there. So I would be with my kids from 7 o'clock in the morning, even though I really don't start work until 7:30. my contracted hours don't start until 7:30. I had to be there at 7 o'clock because some parents, or the bus would show up and drop the kids off at 7 in the morning. So somebody had to be there to greet those kids, those students. And then in the afternoon, 3:30 was the contracted hour that I was supposed to get off by contract. There were some times that the buses didn't show up until 3:45 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And you can't just walk away from the students. School districts know this. And teachers are fighting for their right to be able to walk away in their contracted hours, and all over the nation. So imagine you going into work. Imagine this. You go into work 30 minutes early and your boss says, come to work, but don't clock in. Then at the end of your shift, your boss tells you, clock out, but I need you to stay for 30 minutes. Is that legal for them to do that? And the answer to that is no. But it's happening to teachers all over the United States every day. They are asked to do that every day. One of the solutions that I found while I was teaching early on is I would do the before school program and the after school program. Those have you getting paid before school and after school. It's extra money. So to resolve the issues that I had, all my students were registered in the before program and after school program. And I took care of them in those programs. Oftentimes, there were a time or two when administrator says, quote, we can't do that. And I questioned them and said, why not? My students have the same rights as any of the students in the regular classroom. If they're going to be here at this time in the morning, I'm registering them into the before school program and after school program. But there's no one here to take care of them, is what they said. And I looked at them and said, I'm applying for the job to take care of them. And that's how I resolved the issue of not being paid 30 minutes before I was contracted to be here at work, and 30 minutes after I was contracted in the afternoon, is that all my kids were registered in after school programs and before school programs, because legally they have the right to be in those programs just like any other student. Oftentimes I would explain to the parents that your kids are registered in the after school programs and getting the benefits of the after school programs, so sometimes they would stay for the whole time. And so they would not come and pick them up until 4:30 or 5. Which is fine with me because I was getting paid. And I was getting extra time with the students, more one-on-one. So that's one way that I took care of my students when I was teaching. All right. Anyway, back to this. All right. Back to these. Even though you get coupons like this and they look like they're a good deal, they're really not. All right. You can make, now, if you're looking for convenience and quickness, like you're on your way to work and you don't have time to make yourself something for breakfast, this could be a good deal for you. But for me and myself, it's cheaper for me to make one of these sandwiches at home. All right. that's my chit chat for today, for right now. Okay, I may have more chit chat later. All right. Y'all gotta stick around because we got some things going on today. Oh, by the way, it's a pajama day. I'm staying in my nightgown and my robe today. It's a pajama day. Hey everyone. Well, we got a job to do today in my kitchen. So let's flip this camera around and let's get busy on this job because it's so much more fun for me when I take you guys along. What we have to do is we have to get this dishwasher cleaned out. All right, so let's get busy on this dishwasher because I have dishes in the sink that I want to put in here. Cutting boards and the plate in that direction. And let's get these few done. I'm always afraid y'all don't think this is crazy, but I understand now why seniors were always afraid of falling, all right? After that fall I took in this kitchen, it was quite a scare for me. All right, so that is up. Oh, this goes over here and here. One day I'm going to get in there and restack all that stuff. Alright, let's get these put away. And as a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is technically all of these over here needs to go put away. And they are all in one stack. So I'm going to put all of these away. That is put away. Now, let me take on this because I can't reach over this. Like, I'm short. So let me get all of this, put away everything that's going in this direction. I'm going to take with me. All right. This goes here, and this slides right in here. This silicone mold is for today's project. I keep water bottles available all the time. One of my water bottles started leaking, so I had to throw it away. this. And the spices bowl. I'll be using that for his next meal. All right. Stacking again, the same set. Size jar that I emptied out. I always feel good when I empty out jars. That means that the food that I am preserving is food that I will use. That's what that means. And so I'm excited when I get one emptied out. It's all about the silverware and the cookware now. So. How did I know that was going to happen? I just pinched the fire out of my finger with that thing. Yeah. Oh, that hurt. Oh, did it leave? Yeah, it's bleeding. Yeah, it did it. Yeah, I did it. I did. Let me stop the bleeding. Yeah. I'm all right. And then there's that. Yeah. And then there's that. All right, let me stop and I'll be back. I gotta stop this bleeding. All right, everyone. It's still the same day, and you guys just saw what happened. I had to stop the bleeding on my finger, and so that's going to change my plans for today. I was planning on getting in here and cooking and doing things like that, but I'm going to have to stop the plans and take care of this finger. It's not like I have to go to the doctor or get stitches or anything like that. But it is something I don't want to get, like food, and I want to keep it dry for a day and let at least one layer of skin heal over it before I get back into the kitchen to do something. So we're going to take a break today in the kitchen. It's okay. I have things already prepared, and you know, we'll see what we get into today that I'm not going to cause this finger to bleed again. I did get the bleeding stopped, but I don't want it to start bleeding again. So we'll see what happens throughout the day, okay? Lunch today, I'm having a little bowl of cottage cheese, and that's what I'm gonna have for lunch today. Hey everyone, we're at my kitchen table. I'm sitting down for dinner, and you saw earlier in this video that I did a number on my finger, and so I had planned to make, let me show you what I had planned to make. This is what I had planned to make today, and it is hot cocoa bomb kit that I got last year at Christmas time from the food bank that I need to use up. And I had already washed up and prepared the mold for it, but I'm not going to do it until tomorrow. And the reason is because I don't want to get anything into the cut that I have on my finger. Yes, I cut my finger, and it was bad enough that it took me about 15 minutes to stop the bleeding. And so it's good, it stopped, it clotted up, and so I'm good to go, but I'm gonna give it 24 hours, okay? In the meantime, I am going to finish up this last piece of chicken. So it gave me 4 meals, and eat some black-eyed peas and some stuffing. I still have some black-eyed peas and stuffing left over, so I'm gonna have to work it in with the meats, the proteins that I have out in the refrigerator. And so we'll see how I work it in. And maybe some really unusual and odd things paired together, but you know what? It's okay. As long as it tastes good, I'm good. All right. So what I did is I took it and put it, see, in this bowl right here. Because that was the last piece of chicken, so I just used the bowl where the chicken was stored. All right. And so we're gonna dig in here while I talk to you guys. All right, so a couple of my viewers asked me, why don't I put the things that I said I needed on my wish list at Amazon? And I was like, oh, I didn't think about that. And they were talking about the coffee. Here we go. And so I was like, that's not a bad idea. Let me do that. And so I updated my wish list. For those of you that care, I'm not asking for anything. Those are for those of you that we're asking. And I put a couple of other things on there as a savings for myself when I get ready to do my garden. So if any of you guys are interested in helping me out with the garden, there's some things in there that I need. Okay. And so now this is so good. I love turkey dressing, and I love chicken dressing. This happens to be chicken dressing because I use chicken stock. You know, you don't have to have it just in Thanksgiving and Christmas. You can have dressing year-round. Some of the other people asked me other ways that I save money. And so one of the ways that I save money is taking Christmas bags that I got Christmas gifts in, saving them, and I use them again next year. I did that this year, and I'll do it again next year. Another thing that I did this year is while I was going through my Christmas stuff, I weeded things out that I have not used in a long time, and things that are no longer useful. You remember those popcorn tins that used to get popcorn in? I used to store all my Christmas decorations in there because it was just a perfect size, and it's obviously Christmas because of the outside. Well, in this humid climate, those tins tend to rust, okay? And so some of the tins that I had, actually all of them, went in the trash this year because I noticed that they were kind of rusting. And so I'm going to repackage my Christmas stuff up in a more efficient way this year. And so I'm planning on that right now. I realized just now that when I sat down, I didn't get me something to drink. That's okay. I'll get it afterwards. I'm also going to be using up some of the things that I have in my shelf that may or may not offend you guys, but they have been there for a while, and so I need to use them up. And so, as a matter of fact, hold on a minute. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back with my drink. A little grape juice. This is good grape juice. All right. So anyway, so I am taking time to enjoy my evening and my dinner, a little grape juice, and using up what I have in the pantry, starting with the oldest bottle of grape juice that I have. Now, I'm trying to slowly think of things in ways that I save money. And like I said, one way is heating just one room in my house instead of the whole house. Utilizing cooking as a way to heat up the house. Number 2. Recycling when I can. I recycle all plastic bags in my house. You know, the shopping bags. If I can get them open. You know, sometimes at the food bank they close them up pretty tight and I can't get them open. I have to cut them open. But I recycle them all. I use them as trash can liners for my small trash cans in my 2 bathrooms and my office. How else do I save money? I only run my air conditioners when I need to. I make all of my own food at home instead of going out to eat or getting quick and easy meals like the Home Chef that I got from the food bank. I don't do any of that. I make my own meals. Although Home Chef is a good, I've had them before and they are good. I don't buy them. Now, when I was working full-time and after school job, and there were times that I had a subscription to, I believe it wasn't Home Chef. It was another one. Just because it saved me from having to go to the grocery store. But these days I don't do that. Trying to think of what else. What else? I can't think of anything else. If you guys have any questions, feel free to pop down in the bottom of the description. No, in the description, the comments below. And ask me any questions. I'll be glad to answer what I can. Okay? Oh, another way I save money is if there's something that I want, I check estate sales through Facebook Marketplace. I also check resale shops, because some of the resale shops are online as well. And if I can find it cheaper that way than the store, I make a decision whether I'm going to buy it or not. Used to be able to do it really cheap that way, through garage sales and estate sales and things like that. Not so much anymore. In this last year and a half or 2 years, the things that people put in the garage sales and the estate sales and resale shops these days is not what we're used to at all. Now, there are some, you know, I collect things, okay? I do. And there are some things that I have picked up along the way, or I've gotten as gifts along the way, that are very high end, like my China set. My China set is very high end stuff, okay? I picked it up, I believe, at an estate sale. I have a set of lead wine glasses that I have, and I use them. But this is real lead wine glasses, and I use them. This was a gift. So picking up things through, you know, through estate sales and things like that is one way to save money. If you can find estate sales that are not putting things at the same price as brand new, okay? I watched a YouTuber going through a resale shop. I think it was yesterday or the day before. And do you know, she found an Instapot, very clearly used, at a resale shop. And the tag on it was the exact same price as what it was new in the store. And the one in the store came with a warranty. A resale shop does not come with a warranty. They're not going to refund you your money. So when you're out there reselling, shopping, Have your phone with you and Google or check out the prices on Amazon or Walmart. Because I guarantee you, some of the things that they have in those resale shops, they have marked way up. Other things, they have no clue what they have no clue what they have. Let me give you for instance. There's another YouTuber out there. Yesterday, her release was about her going to a resale shop and she was looking for, specifically for lead crystal. Let me see if my lead crystal, I know this is lead crystal because I saw the box it was packaged in. When you thump lead crystal, do you hear the ring? It sounds like a bell. That is how you know this is crystal. I'm going to stand up right now and get just a glass one. Hold on a minute. Now this one is a cute little nice set that was given to me, and I appreciate it, but listen to the sound. Wait a minute. It doesn't carry the ring. Yeah, it's not carrying the ring. Okay. You hear that full ring that comes out? This one is not doing that. And so this one is lead crystal and this is glassware. So no, when you're out and about thrifting, you hear? This does not ring at all. So guess what this is? This is glass. So it's one way when I go thrifting that I check things out. Okay? I listen for the ring on them. Also, get your finger wet and go around the rim. And if it sings for you, it's crystal. If you can't get it to sing, it's not crystal. All right. I'm going to end this video today with all that and more. I started off the day with my hair up, still in, pajamas. I've decided I'm going to make today, tomorrow, and Sunday pajama days, okay? And so, still in pajamas, had my hair up, ready to go for the day. And then I went and took a nap. When I took a nap, I didn't put my hair back up. You guys be blessed, because I know I am.